All right, guys, let's go ahead and check out this Monday recap. So we came out of the weekend here, and the weekend was pretty rough. Right on Sunday night, we just boom, it crashed, just like you saw on the weekly or the weekend recap. Yeah, we kind of looked at some price action there and kind of checked some stuff out. But this is why you always start fresh every day and just kind of build out your key levels again. So that is probably the best tip I can give you in the video. Is always start fresh every day, get your key levels, and analyze what's going on. Don't get bummed out that you missed something or weren't part of whatever was going on. So let's go ahead and take a look at this price action today on Monday morning and kind of what happened, and saw what gave you a nice prime opportunity. So we used our Breakout trading Battle Box GPT, and we built out our key levels, and you can see here is the green line up here, which is our breakout trigger, and the purple here, which is our breakdown trigger. And then this blue dotted line was daily support. And then way up here is our daily resistance. So you can see these key levels. Now, these are built off of the last 24 hours worth of data. So when you're kind of wondering how do we get these levels, I won't spend too much time on this, but advanced traders, or really someone that's wanting to trade and really do this every day, you need to set your charts up. So you'll hear people talk about, hey, I went out to the monthly, weekly, whatever time frame you want to choose, and they'll set key levels, and you've probably seen them do this. So really what we're looking for is key levels where you saw open and close on candles, and they're kind of at your high, low, your high area, your lower area. Obviously this broke through this, so this isn't as strong now. We did go up. Obviously here I'm just going to have to mark kind of like what you see already marked up there, and then you go down to the weekly charts and you just keep marking these out. Here is from the weekend right up here, and then some. This is the weekly, so actually this is the last couple of weeks. Pretty strong support up there, 119,500 range, and you can see what I'm looking for. See how these start to come together. There was the one I marked on the monthly, and then here is the weekly. So that is a key level of support that we'd be looking for in this space. And you can continue to mark these out, and you go on down, and you go into the daily. We do the same kind of thing, just kind of mark out the last little bit of price action, and we're looking for areas that kind of line up down through the charts. And that's great, because that's going to build out your same thing. Whatever strategy you decide to do is what I'm basically building on the charts as well. So what the Breakout trading Battle Box, what we do is we look at the last 24 hours, and we use the fixed range volume profile, and we mark out those key levels. And those key levels give us the ability to find key support and resistance based on volume that happened on the market. So a lot of times price action is always trying to find where money sits in the market and be able to take advantage of it. So you obviously want to trade into high liquidity areas or high areas in the market. And that's everything we're pretty much talking about. That's a trader, is mark key levels, see where it can go into, and either whether you're going to break down or break up. That if you kind of looked at this right now today, and just look at these levels that I'm giving you, you can look at a little bit in the 24 hours that you know this area right here is a good breakout area, which the green area is doing the mathematical side for you with the fixed range volume profile tool. So that's why it's just a little bit lower. And then here is your bottom. So you're basically saying, hey, break these levels, and then I want to take a trade. So if I was going to draw a trade potential out, I would be looking for it to do something like this for me today, and I would be looking for this to have some type of continuation, something in this area. You could draw it this way as well. It just depends for what you see in the charts. And then you're looking for this to break out, which this would be from your breakdown area to the breakout area, and then I expect it to go up. And you can see basically here it is, right? It hit it on the breakout. So if that's what your trade was, that's how easy basically it is. And that's why you want to use the Breakout trading Battle Box to find these key levels, because this would have been your trade if you're doing what I just showed you with these key levels. Now, obviously, if we broke down, that'd be the other way to draw this would be, okay, well, we're going to look for it to break down on this area here, because that was my low, and then I would be using this bigger pattern through here for this to break down. This is kind of what I'd be expecting. Then you can see it started to break out, which that ruined structure. Now I'm trying to find structure in the charts, which a lot of times when you're trying to find structure, that's a good sign to tell you that it's not there anymore, because it was really back here. And this should have been a breakdown right here in the morning, and we should have saw this breaking down and heading down. As you can see, that did not happen. So more than likely, you would have said, hey, we're probably going to break this area before break this area. And if we break this area, it's going to go back up and to a key level, which again, these bigger lines that you see here is the last week. So these are weekly candle levels for the fixed range volume profile on the last week's candle. Same thing, we're marking key levels. So this is a very strong level because it's the weekly. You also have the 215 minutes sitting here. So this all right here, this is where I wanted to get out of the trade no matter what. This could continue to go up and test this area. I know it's probably going to test hard in this area and have some type of pullback, or it's going to reject here and have some type of pullback. Right now we're looking for myself, I'm looking for 117,500 and show strength in that area to get me back more of that bullish mentality. Or this could have been just a pullback after this hard drop, and this could have potential run down to the 110, 112,000 level. We'll have to see. We don't really get into that too much. It's just something that you keep in the back of your mind. So that is a quick kind of overview of reading charts and why you put levels on and what we're doing every single day and why trading works for us and actually everybody else that trades. None of this is special. It's in textbooks. It's constantly used in trading. So if you like that kind of stuff, like and subscribe. We're constantly talking about that stuff and pointing it out and showing you how to trade. Our goal is to teach you how to use techniques to trade and find opportunity in the space. Our goal is not to just feed trades. I know people have asked that. It will never be that. Even on our live streams, our goal is to show you how to do this live and get yourself ready for the day. So anyhow, with all that said, if you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. We definitely love to address anything that you leave. So, all right, guys, let's go ahead and dig into price action and find, how we did this to find opportunity. So on the 15-minute, again, like I was saying, we're looking for this to break out and have continuation. So it did run up in the morning, and this would have gave us a pretty good indicator here. Here on the 30-minute candle, I like to also look at, you can see that these key breakout levels were also lined up on this 30-minute candle, the top and the bottom. You can see we broke out and then we instantly pulled back down, back all the way through this breakout area. But what held the line in the sand was this daily resistance or daily support area. But also, like I was pointing out earlier, this is the area that had to break out. So it had to break down through here. So this needed to come through here like this and then come back up. You can enter something like that or somewhere up in this area, and then this would have continued down. That's what you're looking for, just like I was showing you. You can see, though, we held the line. So once this line was held, this is a pretty exciting area. So this line right here was held. This is basically what we're looking for it to really break down in. We didn't, and then we came right back up in the next candle, right back up through here. And now you have some pretty solid strength here. So you have strength here, now you have strength here, and you're looking for this to break out. So if you're looking at getting into this trade, right in here is where that opportunity presented itself. So let's go into the 5-minute and see what options we had in order to enter. So we are breaking through this key level on the 15-minute, right through these candles here, and we're starting to look at taking advantage of. Now you're starting to see this trade back in. You're thinking, this wasn't the best trade. You also have the 20 or the 200 coming down right here, and you also though have the 21 coming up and pushing up through it. With the behavior that we had already seen that I've been pointing out, this has a lot stronger potential for a breakout than a breakdown at this point. And if you're waiting for confirmation, it's showing you right here when it broke above the 200, right here in this area. So this bigger circle I did was on the 15-minute, correct? And then we're using the 5-minute for an entry. So we're above the 21. Awesome. If you're not above the 200, that's too bad. Right now it's this 50-50 zone. This could hit the 200, reject, or it could break up. So you're waiting for it to break out. Now the high probability of breaking out is high because we're using the 15-minute and it's already showing us that it wants to break through this key breakout trigger. You already got that. So right through here is the fight. It's the breakout trigger and it's the 200 here on the 5-minute. Who's going to win that battle is when it gives you opportunity. So it depends on how you want to play this. Myself, I would have been looking at the trade right through here and building this out. And then like I showed you up to this key level up in this upper area is what I would have been looking at for the day, because this could have easily just broken and ran right up there, which it kind of did. It ran all the way up to this level. Say you may have said, hey, I'm going to get in here after you got this candle closed and you jumped in somewhere in this second candle. That's all up to you, how you want to trade. Obviously, if you got this breakout or close and then you got in here, that's nothing wrong with that either. If you got in somewhere when it's breaking above the 200, that's a good trade as well. So that's how you read price action and take advantage of it. Now, this run up, we were looking for this trigger area. You'll have to analyze yourself on what you like or dislike in trades. This is showing a topping through here. You can see the stochastics ran up. This area all ran up, and then you started getting flat here with a rollover on the histogram on the MACD. You also had a topped out here. It already broke out of the top area and came back. Now this could have easily reversed, and then this could have been your flag right here in a higher run in the space. Myself, this is the trade right here. Would have been a good exit anywhere in this area. Now once it started to breakdown through here, that would have been a healthy exit. This would have been harder candles to get out on possibly. It did trade back up, but it already shows you right here, based on what I was just telling you, that this was a top. Say this needed to really break out of this area right through here. And if you're using that 21 as a pattern, this is where you should have seen this take this out and keep going. Now it didn't. So if you were still in this trade this whole time, this is when you need to be out of the trade. Do not sit in trades. This is where traders get frustrated because they feel like they never make any money, because this could have easily, this right here lost the trend right there. It's done with. The trade happened right here. It ran all the way up. There was the top. Then it came down and bounced. It gave a lower high, which means breakdown. And then it broke back through the 21. All this is exit, exit, exit. Gave you a little bit more hurrah that you could have got back up close to this area again. If you're still in it, now you're starting to run down. Any of this area right through here, all through here was technically, it could have easily rejected, and right there is where you entered. Now you're back at 0, and then this could have easily came back into this space, traded in here, and then came down and just started taking out the lower areas again and repeated what you saw on Sunday night. And yes, it ran all the way up and you got out. You could have been looking at the 15-minute. The 15-minute even lost the 21. Anytime you lose the 21, a lot of times your run was right here. You can see it. I already drew it out. And then it's dying right here. Now this came and bounced here, and yes, it ran up and tested its 200, which was great. That is an awesome trade, and but that's riding the trade all the way through. If you really want to start getting into more advanced trading, what you could do is say, hey, I'm going to take off 50%, 70%, whatever you decide in your trading plan, take off a percentage here, and let the last of it trade on out, and see if you can get that higher target in the space. That's up to you on how you want to trade. So I'm just trying to point that out so you guys can kind of see how to take advantage of the opportunity in the space. For myself, though, like I'm pointing out in here, this would have been a lot easier to get out here, up here, all through here. All this would have been good area. I would have been a nice 1.3 to 1. Still not a bad trade. For simplicity, $100, we made 130. You're happy that day, you put in $130 in your account. If you started with 100, now you have 230, however you want to look at it. It doesn't really matter. But the point is it's a lot easier just to take advantage of the trade when it comes into play, and just take your trade off and really start to learn how to read that price action that way. And then there's always an opportunity in the space, because now we're analyzing it when it's testing these key levels. This could get a pullback in this area, build an area, and then tomorrow we could be looking at another breakout somewhere in here. Here's your breakout area. The price comes in here, and then we break and we take it out of here in this bigger target. So we will watch and see, but that's what you want to do every single day in order to be able to take advantage of price action. So guys, hopefully I showed you quite a bit. I fed a ton of information in this recap, more than I normally do, but I like helping everybody out. You can watch it in a faster speed if you decide, and I'm telling you at the end. But anyways, guys, happy trading. Spend time in this area. The more you can learn the techniques that I just showed today will make you the top 1% of trading. Everybody in 99% is technically fails in trading. The reason why is because that 99%, if they would just put in 50% of what I just showed you today, you would become a successful trader as well, and so would they. But a lot of them don't have the discipline, and they're always looking for the Hail Marys of these long runs. They always want to get in here and have it get out here. That's great when that happens, but the guy that really makes the money, that's the guy that just gets in and gets out. Very simple. So anyways, we'll see you guys in the next recap. Thank you for hanging out. We'll talk soon.